The story revolves around Mr. Roy, an elderly man who lives alone as his wife had died few years back. His son works for a renowned company in London. The old man, Mr. Roy, has a neighbor, Mrs. Bose, who is a nurse in a nearby hospital.
Sweetie, wake up or else you're getting late.
She is a single mother and lives with her daughter Ritika. Ritika was a teenage girl who often spent quality time with Mr. Roy. One day, Mr. Roy calls his son who lives abroad.
Hello, Papa. Can you hear me?
Yes, beta. How are you in London? You look so tired now. Is everything alright there?
Yes, it's great here. Just that my work is a bit tiring nowadays. Although I work from home, but still there are a lot of responsibilities and things that I need to handle. But don't worry, Papa. I am fine. I just need a little rest. How are you, Dad? Is everything fine there?
Okay, son. Take care. Don't overdo at work. Actually, I was thinking of calling you yesterday. Since last week, I'm not feeling good enough. I'm feeling very nauseous and currently I'm running a temperature. I'm very weak.
Dad, are you taking your medicines on time?
Yes, but I still feel so weak. Can you come here for a month or two? My health won't permit me to go to the doctor.
Look, Papa, I understand your situation, but right now all the international flights are blocked, and taking a leave will put my job at stake. I hope you understand, Papa. I feel so helpless.
I see, beta, but can't you really make it?
Papa, I'm sorry. I feel so blocked that I can't help you even if I want to. But don't worry. I'll come once the lockdown is over.
Okay, beta, take care.
The old man stays silent for some time. The fact that his son couldn't come to help him pains him a lot, but he understands the situation. He stays hopeful and prays to God. About 2 or 3 houses away was the Bose family. Mrs. Bose often came home late due to her work. One such evening when she was away, Ritika, her daughter, was doing her homework when she hears the doorbell ring.
Oh, Mama, you're again late. I was waiting for you. Sweetie, I'm so sorry for being late. There was too much work at the hospital today. Just give me 1 minute, I'll just change and come.
Yes, Mama.
Few minutes later.
Okay, keep me informed. Bye. So, how was the day today?
No, not that such. I just played some video games, I watched movies, I read some storybooks and so on.
You know, I often wish if I could spend some more time with you. You feel so alone at home, right?
Not that such, but I miss those old days when I used to go out and play with my friends. They were so beautiful and so lucky days. But, oh, by the way, Mom, have you seen Uncle Roy? Because I have not seen him for past few days. Like, he doesn't even come out of his house and water the plants. Like, is he okay, Mom?
Oh, I see. Even I don't see him much these days. I hope he's fine. You know what I was thinking? I think we should go and check. What if he needs our help? It's always good to help people in times of distress.
Yes, Mom.
As decided earlier, Mrs. Bose arrives at Mr. Roy's house the next day.
Hello, sir. I am Mrs. Bose, Ritika's mother.
Oh, I see. Please come inside. Please make yourself comfortable. Do you need some tea?
Oh, no, it's fine. Thank you.
Okay. So how is Ritika? Are you all good?
Yeah, we are absolutely fine. Actually, I came to see you. My daughter was saying that you don't come out of your house much these days. Um, I was worried because you live alone. So, is everything alright, Mr. Roy?
Well, to be honest, I'm feeling very weak and feverish these days. I had a temperature last night. I spoke to my son about this, but he can't make it to Kolkata because of this lockdown. I can't even go to the hospital by myself. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you. Look, if you don't mind, I can help you. Like, I can come here on daily basis and treat you.
I don't want to bother you. What about your hospital? There you have patients to look after.
Okay. And who said that patients are only found in the hospital? Mr. Roy, you're forgetting, as a doctor, it's my duty to serve people both inside and outside of my workplace. Don't worry, I'll work in half shifts and come in the evenings to help you.
I can find ways to thank you, my dear. May God bless you. Thank you so much.
Mrs. Bose kept her promise, and every day after her work, she came to see the old man. The old man was recovering and was way better than before. One such day, when she was at his house, his son calls him and she picks up the phone.
Hello. Oh, hello, I am Mrs. Bose. I was here to treat your father with some medicines.
Oh, yes, I know. My father told me about it. How's he now?
Oh, he is recovering very quickly. Don't worry, it was just a viral fever. Very soon he would be completely fine.
Really, ma'am, I don't know how to thank you for this favor.
Oh, no need to thank me. It was just my duty.
Thank you for being so kind to us. You have acted as a guiding light in these harsh times.
This is how Mrs. Bose, overpowering her fear of peril, reached out to her neighbor amidst the pandemic situation and thereby giving us the most important lesson, that is to help people selflessly during these harsh times.